video. And today, it's not going to be a live stream. It's just us, well, it's more going to be of the video format. It's been a while since I've actually made a video compared to doing a live. And I thought, what a better way of celebrating over 442 subscriber mark than just making a video. Something a bit more personal. And speaking about being personal, I want to give a bit of background today about Hollow King. What has happened before and how we got now to Hollow King. Oh, just a little chinchil thing. I see an Escanor. That is very awesome. But minusing the fact of that, while we travel around Britannia and do a lot of fighting, and a few other things, I thought, like, let's have a little talk. Now, to those of you who have watched my content before in the past, I used to stream on another platform, aka Purple, for about a year and a bit. But everyone used to know me as one character in Pacific. It was a little throwback to the Seven Deadly Sins. What is Undead Ban or Barn? Whichever one of the two. Alright? And for other purposes, on the purple, I could not continue using the undead, like, branded, because it already has its own copyright. Before I hit an affiliation with Purple. Before I hit the affiliation on Purple, I had to actually think very closely on what I should change my username to for everyone to know me as on Purple. And then I thought of a very good one. And what many has gotten to know me as, aka Sepha. And too many of you are wondering, whatever happened to Sepha? Or Sephi? And we're going to be getting into that today, because if you go through my old content, you'll see some hints back then on my entire video feed about playing Seven Deadly Sins to Horizon Zero Dawn. Even doing Furious or collabs. And they were all fun. But then there was a day where a lot of stuff has changed. While I was talking to a very awesome friend on a call, I noticed my phone was buzzing and my heart sank to find out actually what has happened. To find out that Sepha is no longer on the purple platform anymore. And to be honest with all of you, it still hits very hard towards today. It really does. And it has kind of dampened my creativity, kind of doing like lies or making content in general. It has actually put me off for a good couple of months. And and there was even more what happened in my personal life before all that happened. To some of you who I speak to on like a semi-daily basis, you would know on what has happened. But none the case. Sepha really meant the world to me. It meant more than anything else. And for like 2 months after when all the news hit, I I started to fight or and try to appeal, but no avail. I even got into some contacts of my own with some very good people I've known through the platform, but thus no avail, unfortunately. No matter how many times I try to do the appeal, I always get the straight back answer. And yes, I do get it. They're trying to protect the community and everything on that platform. Like, especially here on the YouTube space. And just a little sidetrack as well. Um, I was gonna use the script to speak about all this, but I thought it's much better that it comes from my heart. And say whatever comes into my mind. And yeah, like I do respect the decision and all the safety, but to those to the people employed on the purple site, I ask you, please look at it carefully. I know, like, I did no wrongdoing. I might have been subject to a hate report. And I've always was a stickler to rules. Even through the early days of Undead, towards the late of Undead, even the early days of Sepha, I've always been trying to keep to the family friendly motto. But then later on, I went a bit more 18 plus type of content, but not that, more like saying a couple of adult words. Then I even asked what can I use for, my intro songs and that. Because on the purple, there is more free and other ways how you can just put some music while you're on your scenes. And I kept on just bothering the support team. Not really bothering, but more like asking, so I can always just do the correct thing. I even messed around with doing like and using AI music with my own little bit of lyrics to it. I'm not personally a good one of making music. I enjoy listening to a lot of music, but just to be safe than sorry, I thought just to use a bit of AI music for my scenes, especially my starting, BRB, and ending. Now, Sepha was a journey. It was a massive journey. Along with Undead, I met so many fantastic creators on the platform. Even though now my heart kind of does ache even more that I can't interact with any of my favorite creators because some of them only stream to the purple. Because just like all of you who are just watching my content right now, I'm also more of a viewer myself. I've always just preferred to watch, play when, whatever I felt like, do whatever I wanted in the games. And played games what I actually really wanted to play, like for example now, playing the 7 Deadly Sins, where you can explore a type of Britannia. And I just want to ask if everyone, even especially the team at Purple, please look at it a bit more carefully. I don't even mind if I lose my affiliation. To be honest, my only thing about behind even putting through the affiliation with everyone was mainly that I wanted to have my little own emotes. That's all I basically wanted back then. And that's all I wanted. Yeah. I know this is not like a normal structured video, but to every one of you who's gonna watch this, the one thing is, can we just try to get this video to like a very high number so then we can try to get attention of Purple? So then I can might consider undoing the decision. But I don't mean for everyone to go hate on Purple. Not at all. This is just an honest plead, along with my story as a content creator. just missing the that type of creation, because YouTube on the other side has gone through so many changes from what I've seen. I've hmm, I've seen the start of it way back in the day to where it is now. Because for some of you who don't know this, but YouTube never really had shorts or the or live. It was just to make silly videos back then. You guys can all even just like type in, just look. YouTube has a massive history, but it's also the same become with purple. So minusing the history facts and all that. Yeah, it's just I've seen how much stuff has changed throughout the time. And it's been a journey. Anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked right now, thinking about how far much I've been around on all the different platforms. Speaking about platforms, I was even on Green for like a small bit, trying to get back into the swing of things. Just saying, what can I do to see if I'm still there for the content creation side. And I'm not gonna deny it, I still am not really fully there just yet. Not at all. At one point, maybe in the distant future, I will become a bit more regular with my content. But for the meantime, while we watch Hollow King grow with all of you, and to see how great things become. And this is all a massive thanks to every one of you. I mean it. Thank you everyone so much for being a part of this journey. It's been a journey. And one thing about myself, I'm a really a big stickler to the rules type of person. I will not break it. Or at least try not to. Let's see if we can break this real quickly. So, yeah, this is actually kind of probably the hardest video slash a bit of content I've actually had to make in a bit. And yeah, I'm just sitting here talking to all of you while playing one of like the most interesting gachas. Once more, not worried about the story, just exploring, collecting resources. It just reminds me on how different it is to go between the live type of side versus the non-live side. And to many of you who make content of your own, you all know what I mean. Versus those who just consume the content. And I appreciate every one of you just very much. And remember, this is not a hatred towards purple, and I will explain purple a bit more closer to the end what I mean, but some of you might already know what I mean about purple. This is no hatred towards them. They're protecting their platform. They're trying to protect themselves from making sure the platform is safe from every wrongdoing. And I fully get it. I fully do. Now, the one thing is, or I just ask once more, please, give me a second chance. That's all I ask. Remove the ability for me to have the affiliation. And can even remove the ability for me to make content, but I still want to be able to watch content on the platform again. Because I'm a massive person who enjoys watching so many different types of media. Well, I just ask, please give me a chance. One last chance. And that's how basically everything has been for this episode. Now, the reason behind for like what, maybe the third branding of my content, Sepha does come with a bit of hurt. Actually, a bit more hurt than anything else. So I thought, like, let's maybe spin it up with something different. A different username, which is a bit more unique, but still keeping to and having aspects of both Undead Ban 971 and Sephiroth to some degrees, even in the my profile pic. and even to the style on how I make content. It still has everything integrated to how I've made content before. There's a bit, this turned up a bit more so I could see so then everyone can see like it's still Undead slash Sepha, but just under a new umbrella. Something different. And I hope everyone can enjoy like what's to come. Many different ideas on how I want to make different type of videos, but and also play different games now. Something unique. Even I even have an idea of playing some oldies, okay, dino games. Literally, they are that are basically dinosaurs. But I hope everyone can stick around to see what Hollow Knight, not Knight, Hollow King can do. I'm still getting used to the name change. And I don't know if I might make more content regarding the 750 songs. I'm not too certain. But what I am certain about is that I will definitely be making more and more content. Even though it's slow at first, but eventually it will pick up. And I hope everyone enjoys a good ride. Or the ride, what it brings. Because a creator is really nothing at the end of the day without the community who watches the content and interacts with it. And I know I've been rambling on for about 28 minutes or so, but I thought this is give a little insider about my little content creation history. And to everyone out there, again, thank you so much for 442 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much. And I hope everyone is having an awesome day and everything. Evening or night. And this is saying cool slash warm. Wherever you are in this crazy world with the common with the weather. And before we sign off on this video, I want to ask everyone of you, leave a comment on what you want to see next. What type of game? After you are done with the first season of Batman, The Tall Tales. Do you guys want to see some me raging at Night Rain? Do you want to see some more relaxed content, like maybe me playing Walking Dead by Tall Tales as well? Do you want to see me going against other squads in Call of Duty? Let me know down on the comment section. Let's see what you guys want to see. For me, we're gone with games. And then in November, yes, the big November of 2026, there's a massive game what everyone has been waiting years to come out. And I will be trying to do a full-on 24-hour stream once it's I can launch the game, and that will be GTA 6 or Grand Theft Auto 6. But I think a lot of people call it GTA 6 anyway. But yeah, leave some suggestions, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to be notified if I ever go when I go live next, or whenever I pull out a video, or maybe a short. Maybe I just do a little short feeds on like more shorter games. Who knows? But we will see on how this new path of a journey will take us. And this is Hollow King City signing off on this video. I hope everyone has a fantastic time further. Until the next live or video.